My policy when I was CENTCOM commander, and I think that was the policy certainly back then, Clinton administration, we did not want any more troops than were absolutely necessary, or any more forces or capabilities that were absolutely necessary for security in the region. And CENTCOM is one of the commands that does not have assigned forces. What I mean by that is like the Pacific Command or the European Command have troops that are and forces that are permanently stationed there. And other than a naval headquarters, we really didn't have that in the past. And so up until the invasion of Iraq, it basically was a matter of only bringing in the forces that you needed for a certain crisis or contingency or training evolution, and then removing them. We had a lot of preposition equipment, bases, dual use bases that we operated with our allies. So this allowed us to have that flexibility. And it was much more acceptable in the region to have this sort of profile of US forces reduced greatly and only being there when you needed to be there. And in my mind, that's the way we should, return to that sort of position going forward. Have the capability, have the basing, have the preposition equipment, but only come when you're needed and the numbers that you're needed. Some forces are easier to maintain out there because they're more acceptable, like forces that are positioned at sea, like Marine Expeditionary Unit or the Carrier Battle Group. Once you get on the ground, I think it's acceptable if they're there for joint training, but permanence in any establishment of forces there does get to be a rub with many of the countries in the region and the populations in the region.